Okay, I'm going to point out the difference here between these two palm sanders, right? Now, the obvious here is this one has a speed control here. All right, that's max is 5. All right, it goes down to 1 or less. Okay. Now, the great thing about this is you see this on the back. That's a port for your exhaust. That's an exhaust port. All right. Now, have you ever wondered why there's holes in the sandpaper and holes in your sanding pad? All right. Well, these holes, okay, go down through this machine, go through this palm sander, and then it blows. There's a fan propeller inside that blows this out. Nice. So you don't have where you're sanding. Great improvement on these new palm sanders. All of them are here, all right? But to me, that's more components to wear out, okay? Although this is a very nice sander. I am not supported by nobody, all right? This is for your benefit. Now, the palm sander here, the Jitterbug finish sander, all right, you notice there's no port on this at all, all right? There is no port, and this just sands. But what makes this great, these old school sanders, is if you need to sand in a corner, for example, you got something in a corner, all right, you can get right into the corner and sand, all right? And that's the beauty of this, okay? Now, the other thing is, like on the drywall, I'm going to do a little bit of sanding here on this drywall. If you use these with the port, with the blower, where it sucks the dust through the pad to remove it, and you're talking about drywall dust, it clogs up the bearing, and it will put your bearing out of commission right now. All right, you use it for an hour or two, and you will find that this will barely move. It'll vibrate, and your pad will barely move. Okay. Now, so we're going to plug this in here. All right, we're going to take this and get this set here while I'm plugging it in. Okay. I should have already had it plugged in to start with. But, all right, so we're going to get this plugged in around. I'll show you here. All right, with these, if you use these on drywall after about an hour, 2 or 3, now that's on low. All right, that's at 2. That's at 1. All right. That's really running. And that's set at 5. All right. So the amount of air that's blowing out of here is pretty good. All right. I'm going to use this tape demonstration here. Let's see if we can't get any movement out of this piece of tape. All right. So imagine the amount of dust as far as when you're doing drywall. If you were to sand this, the amount of dust you're sucking up through here and blowing out the exhaust. Okay. Now you only want to use these in extreme measures. I'm just showing you this to show you the difference. All right. Now the Jitterbug sander, and this gets the job done really quick. This is Velcro. All right, and you can get all grades of sandpaper. Now, the Jitterbug, okay, there are no ports. This is sandpaper I have on there because it allows it, this 40 grit sandpaper I have on the Jitterbug here, it allows this to stick so I can use it This is a 320. No, I'm sorry. No, that's 80 grit sandpaper. All right, but it allows you to get in corners. There's no exhaust. It sucks in the air through the top. Okay, here at these vents. And then it blows out through the bottom here, all right, at this point. And so these are really good for stuff like this. And like, for example, when I was sanding my windowsill, I could get right next to the frame and create a little space here with my finger. And I could sand along that frame where if I was trying to get into the frame with this, you know, this front edge would have a tendency to scrape frame, and you just kind of have to hold it back, and it just becomes a pretty big job and task to try to do. All right. And again, because it's round, you can't get into the corners. It makes it really difficult. All right. Without changing things or messing things up. So now we're going to use this, and I'll show you. I will not use this palm sander. It will screw up my bearings. Now this is like a 40 grit. I'm just going to put this on here. It's kind of like Velcro. All right. It's not going nowhere. And let's do this. Okay. Got my mask on because it gets pretty dusty. I've got the air conditioner on to blow this out the window. Okay. All right. Now. All right. Here we go. Get my mask on here. Okay, this is improvising. All right, you can see where I've sanded in here some. All right, now we're improvising. Here we go. I'm going to put this against the wall, then I'm going to turn it on. All right, there's a little dust in the air. Okay, but now we're going to get it over here where you can see a little better. Okay. Okay, there you have it. Now, I'm not sure if there's anyone in the chat. So, there you go. Again, up close and personal. All right, the paper back. Now, you generally do not want to use electric. You want to use a hand stander on a stick. All right. But I got this a little bit too high. I didn't like it in here. And so I'm using this to balance it out. And here's the right check. Does this wobble back and forth? No. Is it straight across the blade? Yes. How is it over here? There's the wall. No thin set or joint compound on it. And is it level? Yes, that's how you want it. All right. And this just expedited the process, and that's why I used it. All right. Okay. Okay. Over here where there's no drywall, is it tight? Yes. All right. We'll do one more item here. I'll take my level. I will take the level and, oh boy, there we go. All right, I will take my level here. And this is that light frame that I sanded and refinished on my other video. All right. Looks like new. All right, that was a freebie. All right, now we're going to take this level. Here's the moment of truth. 6 foot level. Let's look down this level. How are we looking here? Are we tight? Are we straight? Yes, let's turn it up on edge. And now we have it tilted on edge. All right. And it's tight all the way through. That's how you know it's straight. No bellies in the drywall. And then we can move this, all right, to another location. Okay, and we can check it here. Tight. And we're tight against the wall all the way through. All right. There it is. And that's how you check it. You just come down, all right? Come down here. Tight enough I pull it back, of course, but that's tight against the wall. And we're flat. All right, let's go down here. All right, and we're good. Not too shabby. All right, got a little bit of filling in, not much. Down here, all right, so now I know I need to make some adjustments. See, there's a little bit there. So now I need to fill it, bring it out a little bit more. All right, so there you go. And I look forward to hear from you. Let's turn this camera around. All right, so you want to wear a mask. This is okay, as long as it's tight around your face, your chin and everything, okay? For dust, it's not too bad. Okay, so like, subscribe, share, comment. I look forward to hear from you. Remember, Easy 2 tips and tricks where you can see everything up close and personal. Bye for now. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to hit me up. God bless, and never give up, because there's always a way, always.